Welcome back everyone to episode 8 of Let's Play Rule the Waves as Austria-Hungary. In the last episode we concluded our huge engagement, the first battleship engagement of my campaign so far. Admiral Tortuga and her lovely group of ships. We performed pretty well. Unfortunately we're still blockaded, which I mentioned last time, but we've done pretty good damage to the Italians, I would say. Quite a few ships that they've lost. They did start with a significant ship advantage, just because mainly lots of heavy cruisers. And I'm sure it's part and parcel of my stubbornness to build new ships. That's why we have this huge amount of funds saved in reserve. But just kind of the way I play, I'm pretty conservative. I like to upgrade and build a new ship line in huge amounts. This game does a really good job of forcing you not to do that. So they kind of force your hand by taking away the money you stockpiled, etc., to make you build new ships quickly. Now, one thing I probably will build soon, and it's even been like a joking request from war games, is new destroyers. I do need new destroyers. I myself have lost a few ships myself because we had that convoy raid that did not go swimmingly. Swimming is really all the crew of those destroyers are left doing now, or they're probably captured. But let's push on. We do have a whole fleet. These battleships are not going to finish before the end of this war, but let's continue to take the matter to the Italian Navy. I'm sure we'll get another engagement soon. Oh, good. So it looks like we were rewarded for putting a little bit of money into the army. They actually captured strategic terrain. I wonder if that means an exchange of territory for me. I doubt it, because I think it would have said something, but 400 victory points. To be honest, pretty inconsequential. So, whatever. I think that we push on. Total victory is the only way. We definitely do not want to take a prestige hit, so let's just do that. We sunk an Italian submarine. And they sank a British ship was sunk. Hopefully it doesn't reflect poorly on my victory points, does it? And we have a convoy attack, which is 105 victory points to decline, which leads me to believe that this will actually be with the battleships. So I'm going to accept, and then we'll probably find out it's just with... Oh, interesting. Screen points, light cruiser division 7, some Italian problem. But yes, we do have our battleships. So this will be another battleship engagement. Take a second to align the window. That looks more or less correct. And another moment to get all the various things that we want up. And we don't start with control, which is wonderful. That means we'll run into the enemy fleet, which is definitely what I prefer. So let's just move forward until we encounter an enemy fleet. There it is. Now this is a convoy attack, that should mean that there's convoy ships we can sink. But the best way to go about this in general is just to sink the rest of the ships, and if you happen to be able to sink the convoy maybe after you sink the rest of the ships, that's the preferred way of doing it. Now, we're in the correct side for wind. There is a light breeze, so that'll be slightly to our advantage. Okay, so this is sight. Let's get rid of torpedo for the time being, just so I don't have too much confusion with the circles. Now, we're going to just switch over to support and line ahead with everyone. And we'll do the same thing. So this 3 group, looks like a 3 group of light cruisers, is going to go left or south. And the Zenta group, hey look, it's the Aspern, back from her covert operation. Hopefully she doesn't do the same thing this time. We'd like to actually have her in the fight. So these guys will be responsible for the northern or the right flank of my battleships. The next step is just to get our battleships into the fight as soon as possible, but I don't want to have the same problem with cleaning the grates. So I'm going to leave their speed at 16 until because we're already in the good position. So let's just kind of meander up that way a bit, but not in too much of a hurry. Yeah, I think I'll leave the battleships in the direction they're going. And if we don't do anything right now, the destroyer and this light cruiser will just stay in formation. So we'll wait for the Zenta to kind of fall into line. What do we have here? I don't think that's actually a heavy cruiser. It's probably their light cruiser scout group. It is, in fact, their heavy cruiser. And that's a smaller one. Sometimes you can actually see the rest of the forces. We can't yet. Alright, so let's just have our battleships head straight north. Which means we have to do the same thing with our other group, of course. I want this to happen. We don't need to rush things, though. I mainly want to keep a good formation as we move in. Senta, just keep contact. Just basically need you to keep contact to see where their ships are. The idea here being if we can lure them into kind of like almost a trap with our battleships, that would be ideal. They're going to soon spot me. Do we stand any chance of actually engaging the Marco Polo? I don't think so. She's going to know better and turn tail and run as soon as we get into range. I mean, not even as soon as we get into range, although our range is pretty massive. No, actually, these 12-inch guns are not as... They don't have as great of range as I thought. We're doing the right thing, though. Basically, just keeping... Our battleships are going to be at the front of this. This is a good enough vision that we should have... Let's see. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so not so bad. We should have plenty of time to engage them. Yeah, they're about to kind of fall into this trappish type situation. So we'll start turning, and they're going to turn tail and run. I'm not even going to speed up. I'm just going to wait and find out where their ships are. We will have to do a bit of this back and forth, just to scout. Okay, let's get these guys going into line together. Yeah, good. Now Zenta, you can keep going at that angle. Just because we suspect if we keep going this way, should run into the convoy ships eventually. Their speed's usually really slow. I like this formation. Let's keep going like this. 16s all around, I think. 15, let's get this one up to 16 as well. Sure, they're going to spin back around. Yeah, we might need to head actually a little bit more north, although we want to keep them a little bit... We want to prevent them from wrapping around to the wind side. If it's just those ships, though, it's not the biggest deal. This might just be like their scouting fleet. In which case we have to be a little bit careful about being led astray if their main fleet is over here, which will get our light cruisers to identify very quickly here. So let's just head back north. Something like this. Sure, our light cruisers are already doing well. Shouldn't be moving so fast. I think the speed will be good for maintaining... For a long time maintained speed. I don't think this will cause our grates to foul. Okay, here's the group. So let's immediately cut the direction we want to go. We'll have to wait one turn at least before we turn with our 3 group because we want the Monarch and the Budapest to lead the line. But we will turn. So this will be the big engagement. Alright guys, get back here. No. Get back here. Squad max. We'll go up to squad max with these guys. Squad max, sure. Let's make sure that we're getting... Start turning with these guys as well. Go up to squad max. Squad max with everyone. And I won't deploy the destroyer into a torpedo attack quite yet, but that'll happen soon. Yeah, it'll take us a second to line up here, but... Let's get this guy to not go inside the lines. Yeah, this is good. So we should be downwind from them. Our light cruisers are kind of helping prevent that. Basically, we need these guys to turn in. Let's have them go 18 just so I can maintain combat spacing. These guys should start to turn now. You guys are going squad max, that's good. So our light cruisers will lead the way. They'll prevent, hopefully, any escorts from engaging too closely. We got a belt extended penetration already, but we're still lining up our ducks here. Let's see what we're up against. so many battleships that I can't even distinguish one from the other. It looks like this is a heavy cruiser, Toronto class light cruiser. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a lot of ships behind the line. These are probably heavy cruisers. So maybe we're only up against 4 battleships. Oh, 5. One more over here. As soon as we get our line straightened out, I think we'll have a good time engaging these guys. It's going to take probably another couple minutes. Let's stack up as soon as possible, boys. And things are good. Okay, so the Tiger, you're actually just going to slow back way down. Let's say to 18. Turn in. The Habsburg's way off course, goodness. And you guys are coming in slowly but steadily. Okay, fine. Let's let the lines engage. This is going to be a huge clash of the lines, but we have the wind at our back right now. I mean, actually, in our face, which is what you want. Typically, you want the wind at your back, but not if you're firing. You don't want the wind all pushing in front of you. Let's get the destroyer to do a little zigzag action just to push her back a little bit more. And I will push my lines a little bit further south as well. Alright, so now we're really engaging. We'll have this guy swoop back around. And let's have this guy just go on the inside if we can get her there. Slow this guy down to 18 and put him to the outside. And we got a hit, but it's only a 6-inch hit. On which one? Yeah, this guy. I'm sure that's not much damage. So here we go. We are currently firing at their light cruisers and stuff, but that doesn't matter much. This engagement should mostly be about the battleships. So let's let that take over. You are going squad max, that's good. Tiger, you can go squad max and bring yourself back around. Senta, you are doing the right thing. Fantastic. Okay, so our battle lines are collapsing. Now, they have 6 battleships, we only have 4. No, 5. That does give them a slight advantage. Hopefully that's nullified by our wind advantage. Okay, good. A 12-inch hit. Very good. Probably not doing too much damage, but we'll let our lines close still. I like our battle lines, so I like our chances. Okay, they are turning away first, and we are getting some hits off, so this is going well for us so far. The battle's so far from being decided, I can't really say things are going well, like in the grand scheme of things, but they've started off well. Let's say it that way. And it's already getting a little darker. 4 o'clock. It's pretty early. That's actually perfectly okay with me. So let's actually slow down to 17. I'm okay. I don't want to push our engines too hard, and I don't see any need to go faster than that right now. In fact, it looks like we're going to have to turn to maintain contact. Several hits. We're getting some damage in. Now, we don't want to push this too hard. If we can even force some of their battleships into port for repairs, that'll stop the blockade. And I think in general we're winning the war. The worst thing that can happen is that they sink one of our battleships, and then we're behind. And then we have to be aggressive again. So, alright, if we're turning, our escorts really need to know that and follow suit. Let the Tiger keep running around. Senta keep catching up. They're very confused, but they are running back. We're going to have to make a full 180, I think, in order to maintain our wind advantage, which means that these light cruisers are all going to have to make an about face themselves. So there's an... Oh, that ship. Okay, that's fine. How is it firing 4 guns at that weird angle? It's surprising to me. And they straddled the Budapest. Well, as long as they aren't hitting, I guess I won't complain. These light cruisers are actually in a pretty good place if we turn around. Okay, let's see. Should we turn around? Let's see what happens here. Let's hold off for a little bit. Yeah, now it's probably about the right time to turn around. Because these are their lighter ships. We don't want them to launch torpedoes. Let's just quickly look at torpedo range. Yeah, we're still good. So we might actually have a chance to sink some of their escort ships before we return north, which I'm fine with doing. Taking the time just to pick off some of the overzealous escorts and then pulling back. Let's see if this happens though. Just want to, when it's, darkness is coming so early. Let's see, it is, yeah, it is basically the end of December, so that's not too surprising. I think we'll go ahead and take a chance, even though it might be a little bit risky, and we'll go ahead and push our lines around. So we'll make a full about face and come back up, hopefully still on the wind side. No, yeah, this, like this. Okay, you guys go north to proceed the line. Let's get you guys to go swab max so you can lead a little bit better. Okay, come into line. What the heck is going on? So these guys should be turning. Now they're turning. Okay, fine. Can you just slow down to 16 because my ships are not maneuvering well? Oh, that's 3 of them. That's probably what caused the confusion. So the Novara's in the right place, but we want the Zenta and Aspirin to start leading the way. There are somewhere some convoy ships we need to attack as well. Maybe we'll run into them even just going in this general line. Okay, let's slow everyone back down to 16. You guys will stay at 20 for a little bit. Who's this? My Tiger, you do this, and you guys do this. Very good. So now I'm going to turn off gun range. Gun range is always going to be further away than our sight. So whatever we can see is what we can see. And fire at and everything. So that's what we'll do. Yeah, I'm okay with this. This looks like a good line. Eventually, the battleships back here will catch up. Oh, come on. They'll just quickly be back in control. There it is. Slow them down. They don't need to be going that fast. Very good. I like our line right now. Get these guys to go up to 18 maybe. These guys can slow down to 16. They're in good position. Okay, here we go. Up the lines like this. Okay, unidentified ship. This is probably bad news in terms of torpedoes, but if we can get a few hits off without them actually launching torpedoes, that would be great. How are we doing in terms of speeds? Let's get this guy down to 17 is fine. This guy's 17, let's slow him down to 16. This guy's 16, fantastic. Okay, good. And you guys should be catching up still, so that's good. 16, 16, very good. Now we just hold formation here and see what we can find. Oh, you closing in a little bit. It's rather annoying. I wish that you could just assign a formation and have them return to that. That would be nice. Okay, well let's just keep going until I need to pause because the Tiger is closing in too much or, you know, something like that. Unidentified ship. This one looks a little bit bigger. Should we swing towards it? We're getting pretty close to Cagliari. Or Cagliari. Sorry. Cagliari. Well, let's turn in. It's not going to put us at the right side for wind. But maybe we can get a kill here. This maybe is their main battle line even. Who knows? Yeah, might actually be. I'll put the Monarch and the Budapest behind my 3-line now. Next thing we're going to do is encourage... Whoops. Oh, the Monarch's actually the lead. I didn't know that. We're actually going to encourage torpedoes. Put this guy on AI controlled and the Tiger on AI controlled as well. Sure, let's even put this one on AI controlled. So just note that my only group that I'm going to control from the light cruisers is going to be these guys. This is actually perfect. We're running against their heavy cruisers, which is ideal. Oh, we're running against everything. Yep, that's their main line. Okay, very good. I'm a little suspicious about torpedoes here, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay. We had a hit that didn't penetrate. We hit a destroyer, and actually, we had a few splinters on this Jupiter, but other than that, she held out well. Hopefully we can start returning fire here. Near miss on the Jupiter. She's really taking some fire. We'll pull her back a little bit. They are making a kamikaze run at my battleship, which is not good. You can assume that that was a torpedo right there. We'll turn away very heavily. We're not. This is not good. That's what happens with your night engagements. Yeah, your light cruisers need to be engaging. Near miss. We hit a destroyer. Let's just see what happens at the end of this when we're done. Because we are getting a few good hits. Basically, a lot of 6-inch hits. Turn in hard. Yeah, let these guys turn in hard and turn in kind of to follow. So we have a staggered column, which I prefer not to have in general. We have sadly put ourselves on the wrong side in terms of the wind. This was to be expected. Let's see if we can detach the Kaiser. She's already detached. Okay, fine. Just have her turn. Just go 0, that's fine. It's what we expect, and hopefully what we will also do very soon. So we hit the Italia class, we hit a destroyer, and we're going for a second round. Okay, the Kaiser is completely stopped. That's not the Kaiser. She's taking a good amount of flooding. We should be able to control that flooding, though. Some good hits, some more hits. What group is this? Oh my gosh, that's my Monarch class. No. I thought that was my light cruiser class. That's a mistake. Hopefully we can turn in time. Yeah, well, that's my fault. Kaiser's hit by another torpedo. That might be the end of her. It's always these rough engagements here where we get a lot of hits, and our torpedo passed right by their ship, unfortunately. We still need to kind of defend. Light cruiser, there it is. We still need to defend the Kaiser. She's probably going to sink, but if she doesn't, I mean, it's our duty essentially to try to save her. Okay, light cruiser. Again, as always, I get hit by a lot of torpedoes and they don't get hit by any. I've never really been able to understand that. Oh, we're right in the middle of their convoy, though. So let's get the Monarch and the battleships to line up again. I just don't know why we have such a hard time hitting them with torpedoes. Okay, I mean, transport ship's fine. That doesn't really count. It's not what I'm interested in. What I want is hits on their battleships. Okay, the Kaiser's going down, so we're not going to try to save her anymore. Hope maybe we can steal a kill against a heavy cruiser. I have ships just crisscrossing every which way. There's only 3 I really need to be concerned about control groups. My light cruisers, who are reverted to AI control probably. I'm just going to leave them on AI control. They know the drill. Launch torpedoes if you can. Oh no, they're right here. Okay, fine. That's good. This is good. Marco Polo class is up there. That's where we're heading. Lots of torpedo hits. Man. And oh my gosh. This engagement is not working out for us. I don't even think we did things poorly, to be honest. The AI just really does well with torpedo launching, and I've never had that much success at it. Okay, the Monarch, let's see how she's doing. Let's slow her down. She's at 8, that's fine. I guess we'll pull out. We've certainly sunk enough merchant ships, I think. What? 2? We've definitely sunk 2. So we'll just pull out. It says go to your target there, but that's not where we are. Yeah. Wait, where's the Marco Polo hits? Maybe we can follow this up. Alright, let's just follow this Marco Polo and see if we can get a kill on her. That would make me feel a little bit better. Yeah, 3-inch hit. That's not what I had in mind exactly. I'm gonna let everyone go to AI control basically. The Kaiser's still getting pummeled. Yeah, let's retaliate. Let's see if we can take one of these battleships out. How are you doing? Yeah, your flooding is mostly controlled. Let's slow you down to 8. You and the Monarch are just gonna dance around the Kaiser. Pick up her sinking, whoever's sinking. Where's the Monarch? God, where's the Monarch? You have a little bit of harder time controlling the water intake, so let's just get that to go really slow. Okay. And now you will actually just kind of patrol around the Budapest. Okay, we lost. What have we actually lost here? A light cruiser, and we've sunk 4 destroyers and a battleship. Yeah, that's not acceptable. We need to push for more. I don't like it, but we really do have to push for more. What are my AI controlled people doing actually? I think they're picking up survivors, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, of course, they're going with the Monarch. So we need the Monarch to lead the way, unfortunately. Yeah, the Kaiser switched to AI control. A lot of good that's going to do. Okay, she has controlled her flooding. We're down to 6. Is that squad max? No. I want to stay at... Let's just go to 5 even. Now, everyone's going to the north side, so let's just go that direction. No, I think we should get a little bit closer. I mean, this is... Sometimes you just need to know when to call it quits, but I don't. I'm not happy with this. I feel wronged by all the torpedoes that we were hit by. Let's get the flotilla attack option back up. Hopefully that'll encourage torpedoes if we find anybody. Okay, well, let's just keep going like this. Slowly making our way forward. Aha. Okay, that's the battle line. Let's see if we can get a few more hits. Let's actually turn this light cruiser to support the other battle group. Maybe that'll be helpful. This might be the end of the mission anyway, just because we don't end up being able to engage them anymore. Oh, I see. The Helgoland's well, let's do some manipulation here. Let's get the Budapest. Oh my god. You weren't able to control your flooding? Even at 5, huh? Okay, let's just go to dead stop. I want to detach a lot of these ships. I'm guessing the stars is the amount of damage they have over here. Looks like it. Let's detach the Jupiter and the Saida, so that the Hegelon is actually a meaningful group. I'm actually just going to protect the Budapest and the Monarch here because I just don't want them to sink. So I don't want them to detach because when they detach, they often just start going max speed towards the closest friendly port, and that's not good. Then they'll just sink themselves, basically. Okay, we lost 2 battleships. That's horrible. I guess this is just what happens, though. Sometimes you just get unlucky. And for us, it often happens in these night engagements with torpedoes. And I'm pretty stubborn. I don't like to admit that the AI has an advantage when it comes to torpedoes. I'd like to think that it's a fair game, and I play it this way. Which it probably is. I just get unlucky, you know? They probably dodge a little bit more with individual movements than I do, which I don't really have the ability. It'd be a little boring to automatically involve all your fleets turning a little bit left, a little bit right, so. Okay, there goes the Budapest. The Monarch is now on her own. We'll have her detach. I think she's okay, right? She's not flooding. She's actually in pretty good shape, so let's have her detach. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So we'll just while away the rest of the time. Oh, what happened to the Saida? See, this is what that... Why is she not detached? Did I not attach? I think I detached both of these guys, right? But they just decided not to listen to me. Little annoyances, you know, when you have these situations where they just reattach. I'm going to take manual control of this one and get her to go squad max, just so that they don't attempt to reattach to her again. The Monarch is likely to get herself killed with the speed she's undergoing. Okay, 20. And we'll just escort the Monarch out of here. She's going 10, so we'll go 10. We'll just hold the line with her. Okay, here we go. Unidentified ship. The Saida is what, gonna sink now? Not going to, necessarily. We'll turn back. The Monarch looks like she'll make it out. Let's attach the Tiger to my other group, because we would like to use her torpedoes if possible. Let's also attach the Zenta to the next group. Very good. Still hoping for some kind of victory out of this. Ah! Well, there we go. She's steaming away, but let's go ahead and see what we can get done. Yeah, she's steaming away. Okay. My 3 remaining groups. Here we go. Please launch your torpedoes. We did hit. To say that we're really close to... What? No! What? How is it that we're still under the Monarch's control if she's under AI? Okay, how do I change it so that... How do I make you guys the new... Is there a way I can make it so that you don't have subordinates anymore? Okay, lead formation. No, you are independent. Okay, you're AI controlled though, so I can't change anything. You are going to be under the Zinri, and we'll make you core, but you're detached, right? You're headed home. Let's see if this works. No. don't know what's going on. Okay, whatever. I'll just let the rest of this mission play out because I don't have control over it, basically. Oh, good. Is it finally the new flag? No, it didn't work. Slow way down. Please don't rupture anything. Got good damage on that guy, too. I think they're just moving this way because they want to head home, but they don't know how. We'll be able to cut them off in time, though. Not a good battle. Okay, that should be good. Very good. Okay, so now let's set you guys to core. Set you not to turn together, take away line, go to line ahead, and set you to core. No, independent. Independent's fine. And now let's set you to be core. Yes, this is what I want. Alright, well, I'm just going to call this episode to a close here. It's a sad defeat, but that's fine. You win some, you lose some, and we did most assuredly lose this one with 2 battleships sunk and not a single battleship in retribution. So, just go as fast as we can and end this one. Disappointing. At least we won't lose the Monarch. Okay, so this was obviously a huge victory for the Italians. They sank 2 of our battleships, another one heavy damage. We didn't even get light. It's just the torpedoes, you know? So 4 ships to 4 ships, except for 2 battleships and 2 light cruisers to 4 destroyers. Really, just absolutely a terrible engagement. I'm quite disappointed, but I'll still call this episode to a close here. We now have a... Yes, well, I don't blame him that he's upset. We deserve to lose that prestige. So we'll continue on the next episode and hopefully do a little bit better. You can probably hear the disappointment in my voice. Anyway, that's okay. It's a bad loss, and we're bound to have those from time to time. But thanks for watching anyway, and hopefully we'll pick things back up in the next episode. Until then, take care.